Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is MUHAMMAAD SHAHRIN bin DERAMAN and my matrik number is 1192649. Chess is a game of war. The various pieces represent the various kind of force. The pawns represent the infantry. The knight take the place of cavalry. The rooks do the work of heavy artillery, sweeping broad lines. The different way in which the piece move find a parallel in the topography of the theatre of war, in that the various battlefields are more or less easy of access. In each game, the strategy of chess should set as the task which must be accomplished. That's in order to meet the opponent kings. And at this point, the way in which it is possible to solve such problems. Correct chess strategy will only set such tasks as are tactically possible, and if we wish to expound the principle of chess strategy, we cannot exclude chess tactic from the field of our observation.
We will share three types of special move in chess. The first one is castling, the second one is end passant, and the last one is pawn promotion. Castling can be only done if the following conditions are all present. Neither the king nor the rook being used have been moved yet during the game. If either piece has been moved, then castling is not allowed, even move back to its original square. Next, the king must not be in check if all these conditions are met. Castling is done by moving the king to square towards the rook, while the rook hop over the king, landing on the square next to the king. Next, we move to end passant special move. End passant means allow a pawn which has moved to square to be captured as though is only move one but must follow this condition present. The first one is the capturing must be pawn on its fifth rank. The opponent must move a pawn to square, landing the pawn directly alongside the capturing pawn on the fifth rank. Capture. The last one is the capture must be made immediately. You only get one. If you follow this condition present, so end passant is possible. Finally, the last one is special move is pawn promotion. Should a pawn manage to make it all the way to the other on the board, the player can choose any of piece like queen, knight, and so on, except the king. That's all.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Next is about board setup. Board setup is rooks go in the two corner, square its army. For the second is knight go next to the rooks of the same color. For bishop are placed next to the knight. The queen is placed on the center square of its color. For the king is placed next to the queen of the same color. For the pawns go in the row in the front of its army. Next is about game objective. Game objective is the ultimate goal in chess is to trap the leader of the opposing army. For the king, this is called checkmate, and the result is in the win for the checkmating side. Next is about rules of the game. There are about 6 total. First is chess is played between two players, white and black. The two players alternate turns, moving one piece at a time with ultimate goal of capturing the enemy king. There are 6 pieces in chess. Each move in unique way. All pieces do share some common tracks. For instance, no piece is allowed to land on a square occupied by a friendly place. If a piece lands on a square occupied by an enemy place, the enemy is captured and removed from the board. Lastly is about with the exception of the knight, pieces are not permitted to jump over the other pieces. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is MUHAMMAAD RAHMAN and my matrik number is 1190780. So today we go to the game phases. For the game phases, we have 3 stages, which is opening, middle game, and end game. For the opening, both sides develop their pieces and formulate their plans. For the example of opening strategy, such as Ruy Lopez, Italian game, Sicilian defense, French defense, Caro-Kann defense, Queen's Gambit, Indian defense, and English opening. Next, for the middle game is where the largest battles are waged between the armies. And the last one is endgame. Endgame is a tense battle between the few remaining forces on the board. Next, we go to the game endings. For the game endings, we have checkmate, stalemate, and other draws. First, checkmate is a situation in which a player's king is being attacked and there is no means for the king to avoid being captured on the next turn. Next, stalemate. Stalemate occurs when one player has no legal move and it is not in check. This ends the game as a draw. And last one, other draws include threefold repetition, exact position occurring 3 times with a player, or the 50 move rule. No piece captured after 50 consecutive moves by each player.